find the dryness fraction of the steam which has very high moisture content. So separating and throttling calorimeter is used to find the dryness fraction of the steam which has very high moisture content. Because if the moisture content is not very high, we can only use throttling calorimeter. But when the moisture content is too high, we prefer separating and throttling calorimeter. So what is happening here? In this type of calorimeter, first of all, the steam is passed through the separating calorimeter, in which most of the moisture is separated out, which is shown in the figure. Wet steam is coming from the boiler, and it gets, you can say, it strikes with the baffle plates, and the moistures and water settles down as shown in the figure. The bluish area is showing the separated water from the steam. Then the steam is taken to the separating calorimeter. After throttling, there is a throttling valve in between. It is then taken to the throttling calorimeter where it is throttled, and the exhaust steam is then measured. Its temperature is measured, its pressure is measured, and after throttling, the wet steam gets converted into superheated steam. So you have to find the dryness fraction of the steam both in the separating calorimeter as well as in throttling calorimeter, and then you multiply both the values. For example, if x1 is the dryness fraction in separating calorimeter and x2 is the dryness fraction in throttling calorimeter, then the net dryness fraction of the sample becomes x1 into x2. Means you have to multiply both the values of the dryness fraction independently. First, you have to find the dryness fraction in separating calorimeter. Then you have to find the dryness fraction in the throttling calorimeter and multiply both the values, and you get the net dryness fraction of the sample. And what is dryness fraction? Dryness fraction was the ratio of mass of dry steam divided by mass of dry steam plus wet steam. That is total. In the numerator, you have to take the mass of dry steam, and in denominator, mass of dry steam as well as wet steam.